Hello friends, my name is Leigh and I create videos about photography as an art and as a lifestyle. I am starting to think about the upcoming holiday season because it's fall. So today we are going to discuss 4 items that would be incredible gifts for photographers. These are in no particular order. Any photographer would be lucky to receive any of them. I will add links to all of the items in the description of this video. Before we jump in, I want to thank the companies that are sponsoring this video: Lumix, OM5, Skylum, and Lexar. When Raymond and I made a list of the companies that we wanted to include on this list, we were happy that these 4 companies responded, though we do have a couple more, so we will create a second holiday wish list video next month. There are just so many great gifts out there for photographers. The first 2 that we will talk about today are cameras, but then I have some new editing software and some accessories to share as well. The first gift idea we will discuss is the Lumix S52. This is a full-frame L-mount mirrorless camera body that I have talked about a lot in the last year or so. Here's why. It's an all-around capable camera at a relatively low cost, and you have the entire collection of L-mount lenses to choose from through the L-mount Alliance. Raymond and I have 2 S52s and a plethora of L-mount lenses from Lumix, Leica, and Sigma, along with a few from independent lens manufacturers. We've used these bodies for everything from macro to portraits to landscapes, wide field astrophotography, wildlife photography, and even sports. The S52 also gives you beautiful and natural colors, and I find that I don't need to edit the images very much, even when I am shooting in RAW. You can switch this camera over to auto or program mode and let the camera do the technical work. You can go with manual to take full control. You have a great number of options in the menus to customize how the camera operates, and you have features like focus bracketing, live view composite, and high resolution mode, which, by the way, gives medium format bodies a run for their money. The camera just works, and the images simply look great, making this a fantastic camera for beginner photographers and more advanced photographers, or anyone in between, because it will grow with you. You can start with the 20 to 60 millimeter kit lens like we did when we purchased the S5 years ago, and then expand with any L-mount lens, Lumix Prime and zoom lenses. I have this Sigma 150 to 600 millimeter lens that I've used, or even go high end with Leica lenses. The point here is that you can build your system with the incredible number of lenses available through the L-mount Alliance so that your kit looks exactly best for you. And you have the S52 that will support any photography genre that you're into. You'll find a link to the S52 and some of my favorite lenses in the description of this video, along with some special deals so that you can save some dollars. If your photographer is looking for a new camera, but they want a more compact system, OM5 has some great options. Today I want to talk about the OM5. I've only recently started using OM5's mirrorless 4/3 cameras, and considering that I have heard about them from viewers for many years now, I wasn't surprised to find that I really like the system for its compact and lightweight design and for its capability. I am working on a full review of the OM5 right now, so you will see more of my experience with it soon, but this tiny body has been wonderful to bring with me on my photo outings, like this one to a butterfly exhibit. I chose a macro lens so that I could be close to the butterflies, but OM5 offers a whole slew of lenses from ultra wide to super telephoto. I was completely satisfied with the focusing capability, even when I was outside the butterfly enclosure and this cactus wren was curious and came over to see me. I had to move quickly before he hopped away amongst the cactuses, and the OM5 kept up with me. I couldn't have asked for more when I was using it, and I was so happy with the results. The images look fantastic. And I should mention that this camera has quite a lot of customizations that you can make, and the in-camera features that OM5 has become famous for, like in-camera focus stacking and live neutral density shooting, I'll explore more of those types of options in my full review of the camera, but to me, the most important feature of this OM5 is its portability. At a prime lens or even the 12 to 45 millimeter f4 lens, which translated to a 35 millimeter effective field of view is 24 to 90 millimeters, and you'll have a highly capable but also compact and lightweight setup that you can take with you anywhere. Like I said, I will be sharing a full review and how I set up the OM5 soon, but I will link to the camera itself along with some of the lenses that I've loved using on this system in the description. The next gift idea is photo editing software. In particular, Skylum, who you may know from their editing software called Luminar Neo, recently announced a portrait-specific piece of software called Aperty. I'm astounded at how easy it makes the portrait editing process. Retouching skin, keeping the texture and tone natural is time-consuming and can be intimidating to even seasoned photographers. Aperty de-stresses and speeds up the process. Behind the scenes, each photo gets mapped out with thousands of points on the face and body to inform the software how to apply each edit, but that's all invisible to you as the editor. You simply use the sliders and see the results on your computer screen. You can use this as a standalone tool, so there are standard developing sliders, but jumping into retouch, you have skin-related tools from blemish or dark circle removal to skin smoothing and shine removal, and also makeup tools. And all of this has so much flexibility that you can keep the skin looking quite natural, or you can drag these sliders more to the right for a more stylized look. You can even add color to the cheeks and lips to mimic makeup. The key here is how Aperty retains the natural skin texture and color, but makes everything look real life but better. And one other thing to point out is the creative lighting effects. This section of the tool is pretty wild. You can add multiple points of lighting from different angles, and it falls naturally on the subject. There is so much more to explore here. I'll definitely make a video about it soon, but I can tell you that the next project that I'm excited to use Aperty for is the portraits that I'll be capturing at my best friend's wedding. I expect to use the skin smoothing slider a little bit, but definitely shine reduction and color correction. I know there will be tears, so I will be able to reduce redness in the skin. And I may make use of the creative lighting effects because this wedding is outside. So while I will have some lighting with me, depending on the weather, like if we have a completely clear sky with harsh sunlight, being able to adjust lighting in Aperty may just save the day. Like I said, Aperty is brand new. It will be available on November 7th. I will link to it in the description so that you can learn more about it and even pre-order as a gift for yourself or for your favorite photographer. This is the Pexar digital frame by Lexar. I have had so many Lexar memory cards over the years, and now I have a Pexar digital frame by Lexar. I love digital frames. I've given a number of them as gifts over the years. We've given them to grandparents so that we can send photos of the grandkids and, of course, our outdoor exploits. Those always make my dad happy and my mom nervous. My favorite story involving a digital frame is when Raymond sent his mom's frame a photo of me holding my infant nephew, but he didn't give her any context. She immediately called asking if we'd had another child and hadn't told her. Anyway, those gifted frames, while they were great for a joke or letting people know about photos, they weren't super easy to set up, and I still have to troubleshoot my parents' frame. That's where this Pexar digital frame by Lexar comes in. I set it up in just a few minutes. I set it up using the app, and it led me through everything with step-by-step instructions. You can send photos to the frame via the app, which is what I did, but alternatively, you have the option of plugging in a drive or memory card via USB or USB-C. You can even plug an SD card directly into the frame to transfer images. That way, you don't even need Wi-Fi. The display, of course, is amazing. It's not shiny at all, so there are no reflections, but the photo is vibrant and stands out against the background with a slight shadow behind it. It is definitely the best display I have seen on any digital frame. You can even zoom into your photos using the touchscreen, which is a really neat feature. I have this one in my studio so that I can have it scroll through my photos. As photographers, we end up with a lot of beautiful photos that we would like to display, but there's only so much wall space for prints and framing can be pricey. This way, I can add new photos to the frame and they'll just get added into the collection that is scrolling by all day long. I have a mix of photos captured through the years, captured with fancy cameras or just my phone. I love when I look over at the frame and I see a photo that I had forgotten about or something even just from last weekend. It's nice to be able to enjoy my photography myself and also for my friends and family to see it when they come over, instead of it being hidden away on my hard drive. So this is a great holiday gift for families and for photographers. Link below to the Pexar digital frame by Lexar. That's all that's on my holiday gift idea list for now. But remember, I will be coming out with another of these gift lists next month, so make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss it. In the meantime, tell me, what are you hoping to receive this holiday season? Or what are you gifting? Let us know in the comments below. Thank you again to the sponsors of today's video, and thank you for watching.